Hi, it's Lisa Wilson here with the Raw Food Institute, and I'm making a really fun summer pesto here. Cheeseless pesto, I should say. So it's all raw, no cheese, really good. So in my pestos, usually I have a lot of basil. Now this basil is just fresh right out of the garden. I planted so much basil, I think the whole town could eat on my basil this summer. But so that's why we have a whole pile of basil. Usually I have equal parts basil and spinach. Now I don't have any spinach in my garden, but my garden is just overflowing right now, so I have a little bit of romaine lettuce. I decided to go with just a smaller bowl of that because I have so much basil to use up, so it's going to be heavy on the basil side, but just, usually a balance of the basil and the greens. So we're going to be using the food processor. Here's what I like to do with the food processor. I like to put the chunkier things in first, meaning like, well, I should back up. Usually I put in, to make my pesto sauces, I prefer to use pine nuts. Sprouted and dehydrated pine nuts. However, I don't have that many today. I just have a small little bit. So I'm also going to be substituting with a good amount of walnuts, and that's just as good in the pesto as well. So I like to put those chunkier things in first, get that going. I find that if I put the liquids in first, like the lemon and the olive oil, that my pesto isn't as nice and chunky. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. Start to put in my walnuts. My pine nuts. And my leeks. And I'm noticing that I forgot my plunger, so guess what I'm going to use? First, you don't want to stick your hands down there. It's starting to smell really good in here. Basil smell is just exploding throughout the whole room. Get all my basil in and my leaves in quickly, because again, I don't want that. I want it to be a nice chunky puree. I'm going to add my garlic. Pushing it down with my zucchini. It's looking really good in there. I'm going to add some nutritional yeast. Now I told you this is cheeseless. Some people don't like to use nutritional yeast. Completely fine. You can go ahead and skip it. It's just going to make it taste a little bit cheesy. I do eat some nutritional yeast, but I save it for things that I really love, like I like it with my kale chips. I might put a little bit in my raviolis with a nut cheese sauce. It just makes it does make it taste really cheesy. So I'm going to now go ahead and add the nutritional yeast and some salt, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the liquids and turn it back on. Salt, by the way, you can do last. Toss it just a little bit in there, not too much. It's just going to help bring out the flavors. All right, I juiced 3 lemons. I like it pretty lemony. You could also go with lime here. And then I'm going to add olive oil. And as I do that, I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. Just depends on how much you like in your pesto. Done. I mean, I don't want to go too far and over process it, otherwise I'm just going to end up with a paste. So now, if you wouldn't mind just grabbing me a spatula, please. I'm going to go ahead and make some zucchini noodles. So attach this right onto my spiruli. Again, this is so quick and easy, it's crazy. Way better, way faster. Thanks a million. Very good. I'm just going to crank this out, put a little pressure on it. You can see the zucchini noodles. You don't even have to wait for your water to boil and make those old-fashioned noodles. My kids like to make these too. Actually, they were saying, "Mom, when are you going to make the noodles? We want to make some noodles. Can I be on camera? Can I make the noodles?" So a lot of fun. Go ahead and toss that into the bowl. And finally, the voila. Toss in the pesto. Take a peek at that pesto. Isn't that gorgeous? I wish you could smell it because it smells so good. I'm gonna toss that throughout. But again, everything, all these greens were just popping right out of my garden, so I had to put them to good use and make a really nice pesto. Pesto is actually really good on a raw pizza. You could do a raw nut crust. There are just so many directions that you can take the pesto. So I didn't bring the fork out here, so I'm digging in with my fingers. Sorry. Wow, that is so yummy. So yummy. You're gonna wanna make this one. I hope you enjoyed the pesto. Have a good summer. See you soon.